So I just want to take a quick look at this calibrated tamper from a company called LuxHaus. That's LuxHaus. It's a calibrated espresso tamper. It's sold in a few different sizes. I purchased it in 49 millimeters, which is what's used for most lever espresso machines. It's also sold in 51 millimeter, 53 millimeter, 57 millimeter, and 58 millimeter sizes, with 58 millimeter being the most popular. This tamper, it's a calibrated tamper, which means there's a spring, like a piston inside, and as you push down your espresso grinds, the spring compresses, and what that lets you know is how much force you're pushing down with, so that you never push down enough to compress this. So basically, once you hit the amount of pressure you need, then the spring will start moving, then you can back off. These are supposed to be a linear spring, so basically the same amount of pressure throughout the range, as opposed to like a graduated spring where it'd be increasing amount of pressure as you push more, but then you wouldn't really know when to stop and there'd be no point in having a calibrated tamper. Supposedly these are calibrated for 30 pounds of pressure. I haven't been able to accurately measure that because I don't have a bathroom scale, but based on what I'm reading online, that's about accurate, except if some people have lemons, and it seems like there are some quality control issues with these. As for the packaging, really simple, just really nothing there. I think there was a thank you note, but that's really all there is. The tamper itself, it's a food grade 304 stainless steel base. The spring mechanism in here, I haven't taken it apart yet. I'm pretty sure that if I do that, it's never gonna get back together. And then an aluminum handle. The aluminum handle is a little bit slippery, but you can see it has a sort of powder coated finish. The tamper itself, I measured it, and I think it weighs about 360 grams around there. So like 3/4 of a pound, something like that. It definitely has some heft to it. It's held up well for the couple weeks I've had it. No, I haven't dropped it or anything, but no real problems there. The spring mechanism is a little bit grindy, so I think what I'm gonna do is put some mineral oil there. But overall, it's been working fairly well. Let me show you what the situation looks like. That's really all there is to it. It's supposedly, like I said, 30 pounds of pressure, which might be a little bit on the heavy side. But interestingly enough, this LuxHaus tamper is, I think it's safe to say, a knockoff of a tamper from a company called Espro, E-S-P-R-O. And their tamper sells for $100. This one sells for $30, so $29.99. And it's a very similar design on the two of them. I've heard really good things about the LuxHaus tamper. I haven't used it yet, but it seems like, I've heard a lot of good things about the Espro tamper. I haven't used it yet. I've only used this LuxHaus one. I would like to pick that one up, but at $100, it's definitely not a small investment. The base is really clean, and no burrs or anything like that. Seems really nice on the machine. There's this lasered on logo, which is pretty cool. Nice and low key. The handle itself, the aluminum handle, does not have any sort of logo treatment, which is nice. There is some play here, and you can see that the hexagon shape inside that houses the spring is just not exactly a perfect fit, but it's really not a big deal. My biggest gripe with this would be that the spring pressure, while it works well, just like has a little bit of a grind to it. Sorry about that. Not really a big deal. It could feel smoother. I guess maybe you don't want it to feel too smooth, which then you might feel like you want to push your espresso too hard, but it just has a little bit of could use a little bit of refinement. That little play is there, but it doesn't bother me. And then one thing I would find annoying, but this is a minor point, is that the base is 49.0 millimeters in diameter. Most lever machines actually don't use 49, at least that I've seen. Mine uses 49.4 millimeters, which is not a huge difference. Obviously, it's only, you know, 0.2 millimeters on each end, or, you know, or I guess that's not really how the math works, but it's only a fraction of it in circumference. But the point is that it's 49.4 really is the shape, is the size that this should be for an espresso machine, like like an MCal basket or a Olympia Cremina, whatever you use. So that would be nice to see, and it gives you just a slightly better shot from what I've seen. But yeah, the LuxHaus Tamper, really reasonable price at $30, and it does what it's supposed to do, which is stop you from pushing your espresso down too hard, but also like kind of knowing the amount of force you're applying. So it's not just about preventing you from doing something you're not supposed to do, but also giving you just a little bit of an idea of where you're at, so you can do it reliably every time, and it allows for that. So I don't think this is in any way my end game tamper, but it definitely is going to be a helpful training tool along the way. So thanks for watching, and hit me up if you have any questions.